y'all feel me? This is my first vid back. And, bro, I'm trying to make a whole little series, you know what I mean? Can't make no Naruto series, and I've been keeping y'all, interested with some movies. I probably don't do Pokemon with us for a decent minute. Alright, let's hop into it. So as you can see, this Naruto and Gaara. This basically gonna be a what if Naruto was basically born in the Sand Village. Well, what if Naruto was in the Sand Village? So basically, Kushina and Gaara's mom are gonna be, sisters. And Kushina's not gonna let Naruto grow up in Leaf because they're gonna know that he's a Jinchuriki. So if he go to the Sand, nobody finds out he's a Jinchuriki, he can live a happy life alongside Gaara, her nephew. And Tamari and Kankuro, her nephew and niece. So, what not to happen, Kushina would ask Minato to send him to the Sand with, scrolls that they said personally from them themselves, their techniques, taijutsu styles, shit like that. When he got to learn, their ceilings, flying rising marks. Show Naruto how to build his own flying rising mark because you can't use somebody else's. And their final words and shit on the right, they gonna make a whole box and Minato gonna ship it to the Sand. And when Gaara's dad read it, he gonna be like, oh yeah, Naruto gonna become an OP ninja. And we got Gaara on the way. He gonna be the next Jinchuriki, so we're gonna have some strong ninjas on our hands, you know what I'm saying? And then this will be what Naruto's for. The only thing that Naruto know how to do, he know how to walk on water, walk on trees. With his chakra, he unlocked his chakra, and he know how to do multi-shadow clones and all the basic academy jutsu. So he's like a high academy, low Genin person. Well, Gaara's already like a Chunin level because his sand demon and all that. But Naruto just a basic nigga right now. And then this is when Gaara's dad, Kazekage, walks up to Naruto and he says, Naruto, it's time for you to train. To be able to be on Gaara's level and keep him under control. And then Naruto will say, I don't want to keep Gaara under control. I want him to be free. He's my friend. Because, he got all those sealing jutsu, and Raza, Gaara's dad, know if Naruto can learn all this, he can be able to keep Gaara from, raging and shit. And then, but Naruto would say, I would do it for the sake of the Sand. And then he would start training. So first he would learn his family taijutsu and his chakra affinities. He would learn a Uzumaki and Namikaze style of taijutsu. And he would master both advanced. So he'll be a very taijutsu person. He would wear lightweight so it wouldn't stunt his growth. And he would mostly eat vegetables because, Raza, even though he's not a good parent, he still wants his kid to be healthy, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's a horrible dad. I'll never say he's a good dad, but yeah. And then Naruto would say, I'm done with my taijutsu. He would say, now you got to go to the chakra natures. And Naruto would have wind, water, and earth. And then Raza would say something defensive. But one, your main chakra nature is wind. And the other two chakra natures are third affinities. And then Naruto would say, okay, he would learn his third affinities first, and then he would have an in-depth time to learn his main affinities. And he would do all this around 3 years. After he mastered that, he will be focusing on seals, taking trips to and from the Uzumaki, the Uzumaki place, to learn these various seals. And he would have a giant scroll on his back, to represent his seal, to hold a lot of his seals that he pre-made. And he would have Tanto, like the sword that Gamabunta used. That would be, like his basic weapon that he would use. And Raza would say that Naruto's around guard's level right now. All he has to do is learn a couple jutsu. The Rasengan, the Flying Rising, and the Chakra Chains. The Rasengan and Flying Rising from his father, and the Chakra Chains from his mother. And then he would say, Naruto, these last 3 techniques we will hold until after the Chunin exams. Naruto would say, yes, sir. They would then be on their final mission, a S-rank mission. And Raza would say, you have to take out a platoon of Jonin level ninjas from the Cloud Village. Because the Leaf had notified us that they were going by our borders and they tried to take the Hyuga princess, Hinata Hyuga, again. And then Naruto would say, again? And then Kazekage would say, indeed, Naruto, again. And then Naruto would say, where are they now? Raza would say, in the North District. Naruto would say, I'm going to go to the North Central District and set up my traps. You guys go ahead. And Gar, control yourself. Gar would say, sure, Naruto. And then Gar would handle most of the badness, and the rest would get caught in Naruto's trap. Tomorrow, Kankuro would say, we didn't even have to come. And then Naruto would say, you never know when Gar will lash out. You two are a part of why he's so cool-headed now. I'm one of the main reasons, but y'all play a very good part in it. And then Raza would say, before y'all go to the Leaf, we need to read your message from your mom and your dad. And then Naruto would say, I'll read my mom's part first. And then Kushina, in the writing, it would say, Naruto, grow up and be a very passionate person. Always stick up for your friends and family and people who you care about. Don't drink until you're at least 20. Stay away from Jiraiya if y'all do meet and train. Eat your vegetables. Don't stay up too late. And when you're tired, sick, or hurt, rest. Then we go to Minato's page. Minato would say, basically what your mom said, but become a powerful ninja. And live up to our name. The Yellow Flash and the Red Death. And then Naruto would say, And then Naruto would say, yeah. Then he would just blow relief, and he would say, well, that's great. Man, my parents looked out for me. And then I would say, it's on to the Leaf. Their passage on the Leaf, bandits would try to attack them. Naruto would just let Gar run wild and, murder them. Then they would get to Leaf Gates, and Tukono Hachunin would say, what are you doing here? Naruto would say, open the gates or die. And then they would say, who are you to have that authority above us? He said, we're from the sands of Chunin exams. Do I need to inform your Hokage of your negligence of schedule? And then they would say, no. Look at the one-tailed demon. Naruto says, he's not the only demon here. His eyes will go to Kurama eyes. And then they would say, it would send shivers down their spine. And they would say, you're welcome to go in. Flashback. Naruto would be meditating because him and Gar would do this so Gar can have, a better mind. And he would meet Kurama. And Kurama would let Naruto use some of his powers and will also give him fox summonings to help Naruto along his way. But Kurama will say, you're not ready for my real power. So don't use more than 3 tails at the moment. And we will go back to them making their way to their hotel. And the little kid, Konohama, will bump into Kankuro, and Kankuro will jack him up. He will say, Kankuro, put him down. Or do I need to tell Gar about this? And then Kankuro will say, no. he would say, why is the kid so important? Naruto would say, if you actually looked at our report, you would know that he's the third Hokage's grandson. Are you trying to stop our treaty and start a war? And then God would say, Kankuro, what has Naruto pissed off with you? And then Kankuro would say, nothing, Gar. I already apologized. And then God would say, are you trying to tarnish the name of the sand? And then Kankuro would say, no, Gar, no. Naruto would say, let's go. And he would say, hey, kid, here you go. And he would throw a popping seal to Konohama. It was basically a seal that sparks on fire if you have a fire infinity. And Naruto thought he would because even though he's not a part of the Uchiha, he was part of the, Sarutobi clan, which is fire, you know what I'm saying? And then they would keep going. They would make it to their, make it to their hotel, and Naruto would leave out. He would say, Gar, I'm gonna go. You keep meditating. And Gar would say, sure, Naruto. And Naruto would go to a ramen stand and say, oh, ramen. I barely eat it, but it is one of my favorite foods. And then he would go to the Ichiraku ramen stand, and once he tastes that ramen, he would say, your ramen is way better than the ramen in the sand. And then they would say, thanks. And then he would say, here's your tip. And he would leave 1,000 Ryu there, and they would say, the meal was only 100 Ryu. And then Naruto would head back to the hotel. And then they would be walking out, and then he would see some man trying to hit on Tamari. And he would say, aren't you a little old to be hitting on a girl that age? And then they would say, well, in the Shinobi village, once you're a ninja or the age of 12, once you're a ninja and at least the age of, not 12, 14. And once you're at the age of 14, you're an adult. Naruto would say, but she's not from here. And then it would say, what does it matter to you, punk? And then Naruto says, I try to stop from killing people. And he would pull out his tauntaun and he would slice off their heads. And he would say, come on, Tamari, let's leave. And then they would, not flying rising, bro. The thing that Shisu was good at, I forgot what it's called. I don't know. Sunshin. I think it was Sunshin. Yeah, they would Sunshin back to the hotel, and then they would say the tuning exam start tomorrow. Be ready. And that's the end of this video. I'll catch you guys later. See you in the next vid, you know what I'm saying? And Koi the Sage Kage, your boy, I'll catch you later.